Would you pull a gun at me? Don't avoid the question I'm asking. You accuse me with the badge on. I tried to turn that on. She say it's all in our hands. Go on, go on, go on now. Until I all end up dead. Go on. You try to speak resolution, but your words are just evolution. This time I'll speak so much louder than you always took you off your power. Can't you say it's all in our heads? Go on, go on, go on now. Until we all end up dead. Go on, go on now. You say it's all in our heads. Go on, go on, go on now. Until we all end up dead.
Check, check, check.
Last time I pray, you'll make the consequences. I see just how evil you are. 'Cause you say and so
That sound check 1 2. Hello? Can you hear me? You mean Discord? Why can't you hear me? I'm only talking in Xbox Live Party Chat right now. That's how you're able to hear me. Checkity check 1 2. Checkity check 1 2 1 2 1 2. Like
Diggity check, 1 2 1 2. Check check, 1 2 1 2. Check 1 2 3 4. Check check. Gears Cup Series.
proud to be an American. I'm proud to be a kind, caring, decent human being. And if you can't relate to that, well, we can't be allies. The only thing that we can be is adversaries.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Gears Cup Series presented by TA Broadcasting, as we're here set to bring you live the WWT 160 at, you guessed it, WWT Raceway. I am Tom Torrey, a.k.a. Horseboat, alongside my good friend and my brother from another mother, Trenoir, a.k.a. Andrew B. Sag. How are you, sir?
How's it going, Tom? What a night to be broadcasting.
What a night it is. We are at WWT, which is also known as Gateway. Drivers are currently qualifying at the moment. While we're doing that, we'll get you an update on last week's exciting race at Sonoma, as well as the latest news, points, and manufacturing standings. As you can see on our promo tonight, as I've mentioned, WWT Raceway. It's a 100% race here tonight on NASCAR Heat 5. 200 laps, 160 miles. This race should go fairly quickly. Tire wear and fuel is times two. We do manual cautions here. Stages are on. Pit speed is 45 miles an hour with a pace speed of 60 miles an hour and a pit window of 33 to 38 laps. As I mentioned before, they are currently qualifying. There will be a heat race tonight from what I hear. Looks like that's going to be times 4 tire wear and 13%. So it's about 26 laps. That should take about 15 minutes. And we still have a lot of time to go here, Andrew, before the heat race gets going. They're just finishing up with their practice session. It's going to take them a moment to get all together. As we get into that, let's take a look at last week's race results.
Well, I get that slide prepped for you.
Yeah.
I just want to give a shout out to our opening bands, Scarlet Morning and Sinister Horizon. Thank you for letting us use your music for the stream. Really appreciate that. And also wanted to give a shout out to Zombie Lovers 420, our featured driver this evening. He will be on the top right there for our live scene here, and also will be on the quad cam tonight.
That's awesome.
So really happy to be here tonight, and I will get this transferred over right now for you.
All right, so this week's winner at Sonoma was Rory Conklin. He dominated that race, which was also largely dominated by Brandon Phillips. As you see in stage one, it was Phillips, Conklin, Albert, and Green. Albert making, I do believe, one of his first stage points of the year. At least at Sonoma, he's a very good road racer. Stage two was Conklin, Phillips, Green, and Jonathan Malesha in that 88. And as the race finished out, the top 5, and we'll go top 10 for you. The 43 car in Conklin was your race winner, with Matt Albert, 48 in second, Brandon Phillips in third in the 62. Jigsaw, or A. Green, in the 12 car in fourth, and Fortson Poston, I keep messing up his name, but that's all right. Mike has corrected me multiple times. He finishes in the top 5. Keaton Sawyers in the 19 car in 6th. Jonathan Malesha in the 88 and 7th. Anderson in the 38th and 8th. Kiesler in the 16 car in 9th. And rounding out the 10 is Strojny in the 21 car. For Sonoma, fastest lap was Conklin, and the pole sitter was Brandon Phillips. So have qualified, just ended up here. Looks like your fastest driver will be D.D. King. D.D. King will have the pole here tonight. Outside of him will be Keaton A13. See if there's any notable drivers that I can see here going into the show for the heat race. Looks like Red Mamba will be in the heat race. Ace Sniper in the 12 there will be in the heat race. Roush will be in the heat race. A Zombie in the 17 car will be in the heat race. Wise Guys, Cunning Wind, Zombie Lovers, Keebler Elf, Quick Squid Juice, and Mark the Fat Fucking Shark in 9th. Going to start in the top 10 here in his first part-time start of the year. Wow. Going to be a great heat race once we get to that. That is amazing.
Good to see some fresh faces out here tonight, and it should be a fun track. You and I went and took some laps earlier today. Just have a little fun, get some familiarization with the track. I got to say, it is hard braking, and definitely entering the turns can be tricky. So it'll be interesting to see how these drivers can take on those challenges this evening.
Yeah, you're right, Andy. I mean, going into 1 and 2 is completely different than going into 3 and 4. In both areas, you have to hit your marks. You have to enter correctly. It is so hard to pass here. 3 and 4 is probably your best chance because that's probably where it's the widest, as it were. but it is definitely a difficult track, one that not many people go to and race, especially league races. But here at the Gears Cup Series, they love this track. As we wait for the heat race, for our pleasantries as we wait for the race, thank you all for joining us. Driver standings as it stands at the moment: Zach McCann with 409 points, leading in that Toyota 18 M&M's car. Mike DeWalt in the 20 in second, right behind him, 61 points. Yeah, congratulations, Zach McCann, new dad, parenthood. Good luck to him on that. Also a race leader. That's why he was absent last week, or he probably would have finished in the top 5, because he's a pretty good road racer from what I've heard.
He has been walloping the league this year, Tom.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Him between Zach McCann, Mike DeWalt, Rory Conklin, and Brandon, a part-time driver coming in, making a strong showing with Sonoma. He dominates that track usually anyways. In other leagues that we were a part of, does a great job. As I mentioned in the points, Austin Green in the 12 car in 4th. In points, Daniel Dill running out your top 5 in that 10 car in that Smithfield, 92 points behind. As you can see, from about 7th on back, that's when the triple digits start for people being behind. But again, we're only 5 races in, going into our race number 6. Still anybody's ball game, but being out front early is definitely a big advantage. Locked into the chase already is going to be Rory Conklin in the 43 car, John Militia in the 88 car, Austin Green in the 12 car, and Zach McCann. So as long as they make their required starts as a driver, they're going to be locked in to the chase.
Well, here's the thing too, Tom. If at this point in the season, it's still where a win can get you in no matter what, but a win will also just a top 5 showing, top 3 showing can really bump that point standings and make some changes in the standings there.
It's it's the confidence of the driver too. Getting that win out of the way is a huge relief. In terms of having to wait later in the year to try to win a race or get into the chase on points. So it's going to be a long year for some of these drivers trying to make that happen. But, who knows what we'll see tonight. Will we see our usual front runners? Will we see some new faces? You're about to find out here in about 15 minutes. As we wait for the heat race, for the invite, we do again thank you for hopping along on board, hanging out. Taking a look now into our team and manufacturing standings, Joe Gibbs Racing still on top with 472, with Team Penske 45 points behind, Stewart Haas Racing 82 points behind, Hendrick Motorsports 120 back, Richard Petty Motorsports coming up 241 back, and Front Row Motorsports 290 back. As you see, the top 10, the biggest mover of the week, I do believe, has been, looks like Richard Childress Racing has bumped up 3 spots, and Kulig Racing going from back at 16th all the way to 11th. So big movers this week in the manufacturer team standings. In the manufacturing standings, Ford is still up top with 2,380 points with 3 poles and 1 win. They have 3 stage wins, 5 top 3s, 10 top 5s, and 22 top 10s with a total of 53 starts. Chevrolet is 824 points behind, but they have 2 wins to their name, a stage win and 36 starts. So definitely deprived as the Fords have dominated the starts. Toyota, 952 points back, 2 wins as well with 3 stage wins. And ultimately, whoever's a Toyota is pretty friggin' fast. Just not enough of them out there so far. Looking into our schedule next week, we will be at Atlanta Motor Speedway. That is going to be a doozy. I can't wait for that one. It's going to be fast. Not the newly paved one that you guys see in real life, but definitely still a fun racetrack for these guys to go to. Iowa next after that, and Chicagoland Speedway to round out April. Again, June 4th for the All-Star Race. The 2022 Gears Cup Series Chase for the championship schedule will be announced. The drivers already know what it is, but we'd rather leave it to suspense for some people who are watching there from home or not a part of this series. will leave a little intrigue to the mind there. So again, Atlanta, Iowa, Chicagoland rounds out our April, followed with WWT Raceway, and then that May 7th bash at Talladega.
Yeah, I think we got to do something special for that race. That's for sure. And if anybody who's watching, definitely tune into the races each week. There may be something very special happening for Talladega, so definitely tune in for that one. Uh, Really excited to see these guys run this short track tonight. It's going to be a little bit different. It's kind of been a good variety of races we've had on schedule this year so far, Tom. And tonight being a short track, we had some good action at Bristol. I hope we see some good action tonight. Is there anybody that you might be having your eye on as far as how this race is going to go tonight?
Well, I mean, there's a couple people that I keep in mind that are really good short track racers. One is Cunning Wind. He's a fast guy. He looks like he's going to be in the heat race tonight. So maybe not be his day. But I think Mike DeWald is due. A guy who has switched into the role of switching from the controller to the wheel, and as both you and I know, that is a bit of a transition for anybody to get used to. And
Yeah,
he is
that's
a
definitely
dominant
tough.
race car driver on a controller, but it's been a little bit of a difficult time for him getting up front using a wheel, but he's getting better and better and better each week that he goes through this. I do think Mike DeWalt can take home the victory tonight. He's very capable.
Well, I was talking to our featured driver, Zombie Lover 420, before the race, and he said during their practice session this week he was holding the top five position. So that's going to be my pick for tonight's winner, and it looks like he qualified third. So hopefully he'll bring out a strong showing, and we'll have some great race action. Looks like they're getting ready to go here.
Yeah, they're already off and away, and here we go. The 2 car, it is on. Yeah, if you are here, we are grinding some of those gears as the 2 is off and away here early. Again, 26 laps. Number 2 car there is Don Monstrola, or is his gamer tags? Watch, guys, we got it in the wall. Looks like A Green is in the wall. 22 is in the wall. Inside wall, we have wreck. We have a wreck, and probably our first caution of the evening so far.
Yeah, it looks like the drivers are slowing up. I'm pretty sure we're going to get a caution here on that one. Did not get a great view on that, unfortunately. It was the engineers trying to get settled in here, Tom.
Yeah, and it looks like we've got some wild race here. 3 wide for the lead as the 41 goes in between them to pass, and he is gone and moving forward. 41 car being Cunning Wind in that Haas Ford Mustang. And again, you can tell who are the controller racers and who are the wheel racers by their braking pattern. If you see that wheel or that front of the car wiggle left to right, that tells me you drive a controller more times than not. Again, thank you all for joining us tonight. First caution of the evening. About 4 laps in. So we're going to see pit stops, I would imagine, right away. Looks like everybody got turned around. Again, no damage just because of the physics of this video game. Simcade, some people like to call it. Damage is just not realistic. See Cunning Win in first place. Number 2, Dan Monstrola. The 16 of Tired Kibbles. That is Andrew Kiesler. Looks like in the 8 car, we have Corey Early. Going to start trying to call these drivers by their real names. As Jeff Spires, Cunning Win in the 41 car, your leader early on. Again, big wreck early on, involving about 5 or 6 different cars. I kind of expected that in the heat race just because it's a heat race. People are on edge as it is. But this is what we came to do. And looks like the entire field will come down to pit. As expected, the entire field will come get freshies. Let's see who gets out first. And it looks like Quick Squid Juice is gone. Tired Kibbles is out there. Keebler Elf. Oh, excuse me, not Tired Kibbles. That is Keebler Elf. Looks like he made it out first. I don't know if he chose gas or rights. But he is in the lead. Tenacious Z streaming on his channel tonight. Going to let the cars pit one more time, and then they're going to get doubled up for a restart. Again, the restart zone is just out of 4. Little Napa restart zone. Just about a third of the way onto the front stretch. As we are 6 laps in of 26, 20 laps to go. So it looks like Andrew Kiesler in the 16 is your leader. In the 8 car, Corey Early. 41, Jeff Spires. Number 2 of Dan Monstrola. Looks like behind him. Looks like is Nate. Or looks like Red Mama, Aiden Lunn in the 6 out in 6th. And it looks like Zombie Lover 14 in 5th. And we're going to take a trip to the quad cam on the restart here with 20 laps to go. This will be a dash for the cash and to punch a pass into the main race. All right, so 6 laps complete of 26. A Green hitting the pits right away there. All right, if you're here, that means we're turning gears. Let's go racing. As the 16 car is off and away. Kiesler is off and away. Spires looks to the inside for second. Looks like the 8 car is going to hold him off for the moment. 16 is going to try to get away as fast as he can. Spires going to track him down. Quick Squid Juice in third. Got the 16, the 41, the 8, and the 2. 8 goes high, opening the door for Aiden Lunn and Don Monstrola. And a bump between Shark and Nate Williams, and they both hit the wall. So we head back to the live cam. Spires makes move the inside, so does Monstrola, going heavy in the paint, and will take the lead. Ford Mustangs are all first, second, and third. Monstrola, Spires, and Lunn with Keebler Elf in fourth. Man, got a good pieces of action so far.
What a race
After 8
tonight.
p.m. Eastern time, and I can't speak English.
This is just the heat.
it's
It's only against the wall.
Now some distance by the leaders from first to third. What a group in the back. Knowing that they have approximately about 15 laps to make a move. As the top 6 make it in and the rest go home. Jeff Spires goes for the lead around Monstroll in the 2, and he will get it and check out. Aiden Lund pushes the rear quarter panel of Monstroll to get around him to take second. So Spires in the 41 is your leader. 6 is in second. Number 2, Dan Monstrola in fourth. Number 8, Corey Early back and forth there. And the 16 of Andrew Kiesler in fifth. Looks like the bubble spot right now belongs to the 78 ride. That is of Jim Hinton, or Hinton. Depends how drunk I am tonight, how I'll pronounce that. Got about 15 laps to go here at WWT Raceway for the Gears Cup Series Heat Race. Again, Jeff Spires in the 41, Cunning Wind, your leader. Aiden Lund in the Oscar Mayer Wieners, number 6, Ford Mustang in second. And Dan Monstrola in the number 2.
You know, Tom, if this is any
Ford
indicator
Mustang.
of what we're going to see later, I am excited for what the feature event is going to hold for these boys tonight.
Yeah, a lot of these drivers here just barely missing the cut. So you see some action in the back of the pack. Mark the Fat Shark in the back there. Desperately trying to make the show is a group of cars back there. Leighton Williams among them. And he is around in 4. Up into the wall, clears, and should be good to go. No contact by anybody else. He loses it, gains control. Spires and Lund now. Lund making a push through 1 and 2, pushing Cunning Wind. Again, this is ×4 tire wear, ladies and gentlemen. It is buck wild at WWT Raceway. And Aiden Lund in the 6 go for the lead, and he is going to get it and clear him. Cunning Wind letting him go by. And the Ford Mustangs out in front, first, second, and third. Corey Early back in fifth there, fighting for fourth. Aiden Lund goes too hard in the paint, 1 and 2, opening the door for Cunning Wind. He'll pass on the inside. He is gone. Monstrola losing it a little bit out of 2. Giving away to Kiesler. And Early back in fifth. Now the battle for the back spot. Looks like it's Jimmy Red's 5688. And then Roush in the 53 car. Those are your on the bubble drivers right now. Jimmy Red with the advantage. Mark the Fat Shark right there, though. And another group. Please forgive our engineer. We don't get paid a lot to do this, so just having a good time with it. Corey Early hitting the wall out of 4. And again, Jeff Spires is your leader. Cunning Wind. Aiden Lund trying to catch back up. As you see the 16 car of Andrew Kiesler making his move. 10 laps to go here. This time's by. Looks like Jeff Spires will go in and pit. Little strategy playing out there. Aiden Lund going to take the lead. And off we go. So your number 6 car, the Oscar Mayer Ford Mustang. Roush Racing, Roush Fenway. Behind him in second is Andrew Kiesler. And third, fourth, fifth, and sixth is all bunched up. Looks like Kiesler is going to pit in the 16. The bubble battle now is a little bit mixed. Just because people having to pit, we will have to sort that out in a moment. Right now, your leader is Aiden Lunn with less than 10 laps to go. But let's see if he pits here and concedes the lead. Now, I will concede to you. Tenacious D spun out going into the pits. Aiden Lund is in the dirt, our leader. Looks like he is putting the pieces back together and getting off of pit road cleanly. Looks like your new leader now is going to be NC Florman, I do believe.
Those guys are having some tough times getting into the pits tonight, Tom.
Well, Times 4 Tire Wear will do that to you.
You're coming in there on, like, you know, oily slicks.
Yeah, they're coming in hot on butter. Again, once they go through this pit cycle, it gets kind of congested. We lose track of the racers and where they're at. Hopefully here we can find them for you. Tenacious Z is in second. I do believe NC Florman might be your leader. With this track, it's going to get a little crazy as far as it goes. And I think you would probably be correct. If anybody, it would be Cunning Win, Jeff Spires in the 41. And the 17 looking like he would have hit the wall, saves it. As we have less than 5 laps to go at WWT Raceway. Coming out of 2 is Spires. Passing the 78 on the outside. 94, Mark the Fat Shark spins out. Hopefully he got back straight. Again, Tenacious D in second.
This 4 times tire wear is crazy, Tom.
Yeah, it is getting buck wild.
I mean, I was having a hard time after just a couple of laps with normal tire wear.
Yeah, you know, Times 4 really kicks it up a notch. You have to be somebody who's a veteran player of this game to understand how to operate these cars at Times 4 tire wear, because they fall away on you fast. Lap times fall away on you fast. So easy to hurt. So his tires are going away here, Tenacious Z's. He's in second place. Right rear is gone on Tenacious Z. Still holding down second place. As we're going to hit it back to the quad cam to finish this race off for you. Again, do believe after the pit cycles, Cunning Wind would presumably be your leader. Oh, it's the 8 car. Quick Squid Juice getting a little wiggly.
As you can see in the quad cam, Tenacious Z has only got 10% left on his right rear.
That is crazy, and it looks like, wow, a lot of action going on all over the track. And that 16 car is pretty fast. That is Andrew Kiesler.
I have no idea how he's controlling that car right now, to be honest. There's only 6% left.
Got about a lap to go here before the conclusion of this one. Find out who our winner is and who gets into the show.
Kind of interesting for our featured driver, Zombie Lovers 420 tonight. He does drive in the in-car view, and that's a kind of unique thing. Not many of our drivers do that, Tom. It's kind of fun to see him driving up there. He's got his gloves on. He's ready to roll.
Yeah, it looks like he is definitely done a great job here tonight, and it looks like this race is going to lose. Tenacious Z is your winner. Ace Sniper in second. Ensley Florman looks like it's still racing yet. Looks like it appears to be in third. No, Cunning Win will be in third. Keebler Elf in fourth. Jimmy Red in fifth, and NC Florman in sixth. So Zombie Lovers doesn't make the show. Red Mamba doesn't make the show. Wise Guys. Wow. Fortunately for some of our drivers who were on the quad cam, they did not make the big show. But Tenacious Z is your heat winner. He will advance. Looks like Pringles has missed the race tonight. What a good heat race, action-packed again. Once they do their pit cycles, it gets a little confusing for us. My engineer does the best he can trying to piece things together. Kudos to you, Trenoir, for keeping it all together for us here.
Thanks, buddy.
Well, I talk in nonsense. So that heat race here brought to you by our good friends over at Busy Beaver Shrub Service. Need your bush trim but just don't have the time? Call the pros at Busy Beaver Shrub Service at 1-800-GET-BEAV. The equipment is state-of-the-art, and with certified bush trimming professionals, they're there to help you with all of your bush and shrubbery needs. Whether it's an out-of-control Amazon rainforest to a wild carrot top, let the pros at Busy Beaver take over so you can lay back and enjoy the view. Call Busy Beaver Shrub Service at 1-800-GET-BEAV, because at Busy Beaver, we trim and you win. Again, that heat race tonight was brought to you by Busy Beaver Shrub Service. 1-800-GET-BEAV. Thank you guys for picking up this race here tonight. Again, 200 laps at WWT Raceway. Getting set and ready to go. Again, thank you again, Busy Beaver Shrub Service. So as we wait for the main event, we're going to take a little break, step aside, get another drink together, get some snacks, and get ready for 200 laps, 160 miles at WWT Raceway, where you're watching the Gears Cup Series, presented by TA Broadcasting, only on Twitch.tv.
this abyss that I created for myself. The deep pulls me down. The deep pulls me down. It's clawing at my flesh. It only wants my death. The deep pulls me down.
And we are back live at WWT Raceway NASCAR Heat 5 for the Gears Cup Series presented by TA Broadcasting on Twitch.tv. Got some controversy that happened here while we were on break. 12 in the Menards car was accidental, well, actually illegally pitted, I do believe, on the restart. So that actually seeds Red Mamba in the 6, Aiden Lund. He will actually get into the feature, and the 12 car will be going home for tonight's race. So that was pretty wild there.
That's unfortunate. Sorry to hear that. Number 12.
Yeah, definitely an unfortunate thing for them. That's why it was taking so long. They had to go through it. So unfortunately tonight, Austin Green in the 12 car, who is a 4th place in the point standings, will be conceding that position for the 6th car of Aiden Lund. Again, getting set to go live. 200 laps, 160 miles. As they double up restart, and here we go. If you are here, we are turning gears. As they are getting set and getting a lap. When they're taking a lap, no worries, Trenoir. I'm just keeping you guys in tow with the action. Again, I thought they were lined up, so my bad. I prematured all over the place. Our pole setter tonight is D.D. King. Outside of him is Keaton Sawyers. Looks like in row 2. Once I see them go around. There we go. Looks like we have the 38, Sean Anderson. The inside of row 2. Outside of him is going to be Mike DeWalt. As we get set to go, 200 laps at WWT Raceway for the Gears Cup Series Race 6 of this long inaugural season. In the restart zone coming up, D.D. King has control. And again, everyone, if you're here, that means we're turning gears and we are off and racing. And a chain reaction bump start here in the beginning, but we are off and away.
Let's go,
again,
Tom.
Stage 1. Stage 1 is going to be 45 laps, so they're going to have to pit at least once.
See some grass flying up in the back of the pack there.
Yeah, grass is flying there in the back for sure. Looks like D.D. King is off to a early lead. Mr. Daniel Dill, Sean Anderson, the 38 in 2nd place. Keaton Sawyers in the 19 in 3rd. And it looks like that 43 car is pushing up with Rory Conklin. As they start to get single file. Excuse me, I do believe that's Mark the Fat Shark in 3rd. Shout out. Again, this is why we have a heat race. Top 16, the best of the best make the field. As we're about 4 laps into this, stage 1, the Power Bites. Ford Mustang in the 10 out in the lead. But it looks like the 36 car making a pass. That's Cody Johnson. Excuse me, I thought it was 38. That's the 36 of Cody Johnson. He is off and away. And banging doors, getting inside. Keaton Sawyer's taking advantage of that, coming out of 4. Rory Conklin right there in the 43 car. Trying to make a move. We have a battle for first place right now. Keaton Sawyers in the 19 Toyota Camry. Making a move. He's going to do it. And D.D. King hits the wall. So your new leader now, Keaton Sawyers. Number 19. Going into 3. Cody Johnson, look at the inside. Here we go. Cody Johnson, look at the inside, trying to make a move here in the 36 car. And he is going to make a lead. Cody Johnson making his first start in the league in the 36 car. Seen him race in other leagues. He is a damn good driver. He is now your leader. Rory Conklin in the 43. And Keith Sawyers takes the lead right back in the 19 car. Wow, what a great first stage so far. Matt Albert making a push there. Mark the Fat Shark trying to roar his way in there as well. And we have a crash in the back of the field. Let's see who's involved. Looks like D.D. King. D.D. King, a part of that group. Do believe Jim Hinton as well. But it looks like we may stay green. And Keaton Sawyer's out front. Cody Johnson in second there. Roars Conklin in third. Mark the Shark in fourth. Matt Albert fifth. Fighting for fourth and fifth. And it looks like Tenacious C lurking out there in sixth in that zombie M&Ms. And here we go as you're going to see the first edition of Quad Cam at WWT Raceway for the main event. 9 laps in. Keaton Sawyers is our leader, was on the front row. D.D. King has made a move from the front to the back. And they are starting to get single file. Matt Albert and that Ally Chevrolet making the outside line work to his advantage. Done a great job so far. And your new leader, Cody Johnson, back out there front in the selects behind Ford Mustang as door to door is Roars and Keaton. Rory Conklin. Good race and battle for second here. As they battle, as Cody Johnson is trying to check out, but Keaton keeps him right on a tether. Good racing here so far. The first 10 laps complete here at WWT Raceway, presented by TA Broadcasting. Thank you again for joining us. Again, if you're hanging out, haven't followed yet, you probably fucking should by now.
What a race tonight, Tom. This is one killer amount of action. I'm really enjoying this. This is pretty fucking awesome.
I am enjoying this immensely. Well, Cody Johnson is your leader in the 36 car. Keaton Sawyers in the 19 in second. Roars Conklin in third, and that's all you need to know. Ford, Toyota, Chevrolet. 36 again, Cody Johnson making his first appearance here for us at the Gears Racing Series. Shout out to him. Doing a hell of a job out here tonight. Rory Conklin in third, trying anything to get around that 19 car. But Keaton Sawyer is a pro at this track. Getting about 13 laps in, a 45 of stage 1. Next week's race will be Atlanta Motor Speedway. And again, if you're looking to join the Gears Cup Series, we have maybe one full-time position left. We have a few part-time positions. We'll give you a tryout. Contact us here at TA Broadcasting. Or on Instagram, look for the Gears Cup Series. Cody Johnson, again, your leader, as he has been for the last 5 laps. Keaton Sawyers leaving the inside lane open for Conklin. But he will shove right back in the line. Mark the Fat Shark in 5th. Part-time driver going to make what I've heard about a handful of starts so he can run his line. So you got Ford, Toyota, Chevrolet, and Chevrolet. Good to see a good showing so far here tonight by the Chevys. as we're going to head out for the sounds of the track and give you guys a little bit of a taste on the digital video game sounds of NASCAR Heat 5 on Xbox. All right, as we are back at WWT Raceway for the Gears Cup Series. Again, we are 21 laps of 45 in. Your leader right now is Cody Johnson in the 36, Rory Conklin in second in the 43, Matt Albert in the Allied Chevrolet in third, and it looks like back there Mark the Fat Shark, or excuse me, Keaton Sawyer's in fourth, and Mark the Fat Shark in fifth. Thank you again for joining us. Clarification from Larry Mack out there, Base Puppy. Thank you. Full-time spots are all taken. Part-time has 3 spots. Waiting list is starting, but positions are opening every week. Get those stragglers that don't want to update in the Discord and be active. You are getting the boot. The boot.
Thanks to all the viewers for coming out and hanging out with us tonight. Really appreciate that.
Cody Johnson pulling away now from the pack as second, third, fourth, and fifth are bunched up together. Cody Johnson has a demanding lead in that Select the Lines Ford Mustang. Good to see a new face there up front. Tenacious Z is back there, and so is Mike DeWalt. Cody Johnson has about a 4-car length lead. Getting a little bit further and further, though. But it looks like Keaton Sawyers now moves up to second. Rory Conklin and Matt Albert make contact. Looks like Aiden Lund is leaving pit road as he is pitted already. Little strat there with 20 to go. Mike DeWalt sitting back in 7th. So that number 6 Oscar Mayer Wiener car is a lap down, unfortunately. But hopefully strategy pays off for Aiden Lund, one of our young drivers here in this series. A lot of potential. Star athlete. It looks like slipping up is Keaton Sawyers, and that's going to give up a multitude of positions. Drops him back to 4th. Now it looks like Keaton Sawyers is second, excuse me. Mark the Fat Shark there. Rory Conklin bouncing around places there. Matt Albert in 3rd. Looks like almost hitting the inside wall. Sawyers trying to track down Johnson. Matt Albert losing position as these tires continue to wear in. And it looks like pitting now is the 36 of Cody Johnson. Your new leader will be Keaton, 813, known as Keaton Sawyers. Transitioning to the quad cam now. In 3, 2, 1, bingo, bango, bongo. Got about 12 laps to go. Or excuse me, about 17 laps to go. Keaton Sawyers is your leader. Looks like Rory Conklin going into the pits now. Mark the Shark now is in 2nd. Mike DeWalt in 3rd. Matt Albert in 4th. As they've gotten separated out now. Going through the pit cycle. This is where it'll get a little sketchy for us, but we'll get through it. Hold my hand. We'll be good. Looks like the 36 car is exiting pit road. Keep an eye on him there, Trenoir. Your leader right now is Keaton Sawyers in that 19 car. The big A on the hood, as the fans would say. A, that's dating me a little bit. Multiple people pitting now. Looks like Mike DeWalt is in 2nd. Good to see a sighting from Mr. Mike. Has a great book to read. Got about 15 laps to go in stage 1. Again, thank you all for joining us. If you're just tuning in, Tenacious D in 7th. Militia is in 6th currently. Sawyer's doing everything he can to make it. Some
Like an
people
island
say
boy?
you can make it on one run or without pitting. You have to be ultra conservative. Times 2 tire wear, it is a tough job, tough task, especially fuel-wise. Why I love stage racing, though. The stage will end, they'll get them bunched up and have more action again for you here. Aiden Lund trying to get his lap back, and Keaton Sawyer slips on the front stretch. Keeps it together. Didn't hit the wall. Good piece of driving by the 19. Again, Mike DeWalt, Keaton Sawyer's teammates. Sawyer's hitting his line. I don't know if you're watching him there, Trenoir, but he has just got such a smooth line. Keaton there in the 19. Aiden Lund gets his lap back and immediately loses it. I would imagine Sawyers, if he couldn't make it, he would probably pit pretty soon.
Like an island boy?
But it looks like they will in just a couple of laps. He's just an island boy. He's trying to make it. Lund going again for the pass to try to get his lap back. Makes the pass, but can he complete it? Blocking in front of the 19. Doing him dirty.
It's kind of funny how that's going back and forth. I mean, I would say Keaton might just want to back off and let him ride in front of him.
Keaton probably being a little bit more tentative here as they close in. Less than 10 laps to go. By the looks of it, looks like Toyo's going to run a try. And Keaton gets a little bit loose going into 1 and 2. And tire wear being a huge issue here. Again, I don't know if you're familiar with this Trent Noir, but it used to be called Gateway here for WWT. And it looks like Team Toyota will pit. See where they edge out. I would imagine Cody Johnson will be the new leader after things work out.
As we ride around with Cody Johnson here, he has a strong showing. He is a part-time driver, but nice to see him come on out and race with us tonight. Oh, he maybe is a full-time driver, but either way, he is driving a hell of a race tonight. As the drivers go through their pit cycle, we will do our best to update you on the running order. It does make it a little difficult since NASCAR Heat does not provide a ticker for viewers of the race, but we do our best here, Tom and I, to keep you informed and updated as to who and what the running order is. Looks like Keaton currently is running in second, so I do believe we are currently still running with Cody Johnson, our leader, and Keaton would be in second.
And we have only about 5 laps to go here, Trent Noir, before the conclusion of this race. Looks like after the round of pit stops, and HSC is in third now. I believe you're right. Cody Johnson should be our leader here. Mike had a little bit of trouble coming out of the pits. He will be in 7th right now. Tenacious Z, Zach McCann, new dad, second baby. Keeping it real, getting crazy. I'll be on my 3rd here in about a week and a half. I wanted to die early. Yeah, Cody Johnson, your leader, with Keaton 813 in 2nd, Tenacious Z in 3rd, Mark Spark in 4th, and Militia in 5th. As we are closing into the end of the segment here, Cody Johnson has a huge lead. Seems like his pit strategy will be effective. About 3.5 seconds separates the leader from second place. But it looks like it is a battle between everywhere else. We got 5 laps to go here at WWT Raceway for the first stage of the WWT 160. Again, 160 miles, 200 laps. We still got 155 laps to go. Good Lord. Cody Johnson, as long as things don't go awry, he'll be our Stage 1 winner in that Ford Mustang. Select blinds. And I don't mean for the blind. I mean for your windows. Again, Keaton A13 in second. Tenacious Z in third. Mark the Fat Shark in fourth. J. Cole in fifth place now. I do believe, if I'm not mistaken, next time by will be 2 laps to go in Stage 1. Cody Johnson is your leader. Keaton Sawyer in second. Zach McCann in third. Mark the Shark in fourth. Josh Cole in fifth. One to go here in Stage 1 for the Gears Cup Series. The man of the hour. Just after the top of the hour, 9:18 p.m. Saturday night. Cody Johnson, 36, making his debut in the Gears Cup Series. Again, he is a veteran seasoned sim racer. Hopefully a guy we'll have around our league for a long time.
He's hitting his lines tonight, Tom.
Gears Cup Series Stage 1 winner is Cody Johnson, as he will take the checkered flag. Second looks like will be Keaton Sawyers. Third going to be Zach McCann. Fourth going to be Mark the Fat Shark. Just outside of the points, looks like it's going to be in fifth, Josh Cole. As we want to transition now in and say hello to our good friends, brought to you by your friends at EB Gaming. Take your meat to the streets in an all-new arcade fighting game, Meat Fighter 3X. Fight is your favorite piece of protein for the Ultimate Carno Championship and declare yourself the ultimate meaty piece of sustenance. Coming out holiday season 2022, rated M for mature. Again, that is Meat Fighter 3X. Again, EB Gaming just coming out with the fucking hits, Andy.
You know, Tom, it's exciting to see this new gaming studio and all these titles that they are bringing out. I mean, look at that. Meat Fighter 3X. I don't know what else to say.
So good. So good. Again, here we go into the race, Stage 2. Going into the quad cam for the restart as your leader is going to be coming out of the gates. Cody Johnson and company, and Keaton Sawyers. As we are off and running, and if you're turning gears, or if you're here, we're turning gears. Zach McCann making the move to the inside for a third. Cody Johnson trying to get his rightful place at the top back. Sawyer's trying to close him on the inside, and he does. And it looks like that 4-car. Josh Cole making a move in his Busch light car.
Busch.
We have Toyota, Ford, Toyota, Chevrolet, and Toyota. Ford, yeah. That's where it's at. Sawyer's now trying to take an early lead. Pretty clean race so far. 0 caution, or 1 caution so far.
You know, Tom, you know what they say, if you've got a lot of bush. Call Busy Beaver Shrub Service.
That's
Give
right.
A shout out to our first stage sponsor in between the heat race.
Yeah, thank you. Heat race sponsor, Busy Beaver Bush Service. Shrub Service. Yeah, 9:18 on the East Coast, 9:21 on the East Coast. getting into the witching hour Saturday night. Keaton Sawyers, second place. Cody Johnson, third place. Josh Cole in fourth. Zach McCann. Fifth, John Militia. And it looks like whoever bumped with him almost put him in the wall. Looks like this race, Andy, could come down between Keaton Sawyers and Cody Johnson with a sprinkle of maybe Rory Conklin if he gets back up there.
Yeah, we'll see if anybody can make any other adjustments in the second stage break and maybe make a move on these two guys. But it looks like they both have their lines dialed in pretty well. And I didn't really see Keaton make a whole lot of adjustments in the first stage. So I assume that he's pretty much where he wants to be.
Yeah, it looks like he has a really solid car tonight. It is super fast. Again, 42 laps in stage 2. And a battle for second place is on between Josh Cole, Cody Johnson, and Zach McCann. Looks like McCann might have given Cole a little bit of a love bump on his rear end. Keaton Sawyers has checked out of his hotel room. He is gone. He Superman that hoe and took off. Josh Cole now in second place, trying to track him down. Sounds like, or looks like, Cody Johnson's laying off just a little bit. Again, if you're out racing this hard this early, you're getting your tires hot. Probably getting into your setup a little bit.
Story, Tom. Don't go
again. Zach McCann is your points leader. Yeah, can't go too hard too early, or you'll go too soon. My wife asked me why wouldn't I want a three-way, and I answered I didn't want to disappoint two people, let alone one. Again, points concerned tonight, because of the illegal pit on the 12th car, he's the fourth place sitter. That is undoubtedly going to change and move him out of the top 5. See some action in the middle of the pack there. Daniel Dill is in the back of the field. We have yet to hear from him, but he looks like he's lurking in about 8th or 9th. Matt Albert in 6th place, looking for a win to lock himself into the chase. As Keaton Sawyers still has a sizable lead. Cody Johnson now has moved back into 2nd place. Zach McCann sitting there in 4th. Josh Cole in 3rd, excuse me. Going to be a Mick asshole. John Militia there in 5th. Is that Mark the Fat Shark, or is that, let's see, who is that? Oh, Jeffrey Spires, Cunning Wind. Making a strong and tired Kibbles in the 38. Love Sean Anderson in the 38. Mark the Fat Shark in the 42 there, battling for 7th and 8th. D.D. King hanging out. Roar's hanging back there, fighting for 5th and 6th. Looks like Mike DeWalt is right there in 5th. Again, Sawyers is in 1st. Cody Johnson in 2nd. Josh Cole in 3rd. Zach McCann in 4th. Looks like in 5th will be Mike DeWalt. Again, 12 of 42 complete in stage 2. Got about 30 laps to go, and I do believe if you could stretch it, you might just be able to make this Treadwire.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if any of these guys out here take the time and try to stretch those tires out, maybe back off a little bit here. Maybe some of these guys that are middle pack didn't go as hard in the paint to start the race. give her a little extra towards the end of the stage and grab a few positions.
Oh, Tenacious E is in the wall and around in 1 and 2. Wow, he did himself a disservice on that one. Spun out, no caution. Again, it has to be 2 or more cars colliding and going around and inundating their forward progress on the track to call a caution. So tough luck for Zach McCann as he battled from the rear of the field to get up there. He will have to do that all over again. Bumps everybody up a spot if you're not the leader. Josh Cole now in second, Cody Johnson in third, Mike DeWalt in fourth, Rory Conklin in fifth, John Militia in sixth, Mark the Fat Shark in seventh, and I do believe, if I'm not mistaken, Jeff Spires. Or Tiger Kibbles in the 38, excuse me, in seventh, sixth or seventh. As a battle for second, third, fourth, and fifth is starting to heat up. Spun out, no caution. Again, it has to be 2 or more cars colliding. Keaton Sawyer's keeping everyone at bay. He has been so smooth all night long. Forward progress on the track to call it a guy who has put in a lot of time on this track. As he battled from the rear of the as the 36 and the 20 collide, banging doors, Mike DeWalt will rest right behind him. Josh Cole gaining some ground. Keaton Sawyers now has about a 4-car length lead, about a second. Cody Johnson in third, Mike DeWalt in fourth, and Rory Conklin in fifth. Good showing by all these guys so far. Again, we had 22 guys race tonight, qualify. Top 10 get in, top 6 in the heat race get in. So it's the best of the 16 at this track for our series.
It's crazy how the league is growing.
It has grown immensely. 17 laps complete of 42. Mike DeWalt in third place now, passing Cody Johnson and Rory Conklin. Conklin now in fourth. Johnson looks like he's taking a little bit more of a conservative approach here. As they start to get spread out again. If I'm not mistaken, we haven't had a caution here tonight so far. Caution-free here at WWT
Actually,
in the main.
the last couple of races have been pretty damn clean as far as that goes, Tom.
Yeah, it's top-notch driving. I mean, on console here with Xbox, it's probably some of the best I've ever seen. Group of drivers that I like being around day to day. Not just here every week. Hang out with some of these guys during the week. Give me a little bit of a talk shop of what's going on at the track and what's going on inside of the league. You see Josh Cole get a little busy against the wall. Will Smithing it. Mike DeWalt has been moving. He is closing in on the bumper of the 4-car. Rory Conklin as well as fourth. He is a threat at every track. The guy just has pure racing skill. Again, coming to the 20 to go mark. As we're going to take a quick trip to the quad cam here at TA Broadcasting on twitch.tv. You see our front runners as Josh Cole has closed the gap and knocking on heaven's door. Josh Cole getting that backdoor action on Keaton Sawyer. And a battle for second and third is heating up. Battle for the lead is heating up.
Some good action in the quad cam tonight, Tom.
Great action in the quad cam.
I'll be honest, I haven't
Unfortunately-
actually been to this track before, Tom. I've never watched it in real life because just never had seen it and never raced down it in game. Pretty exciting track, a lot of great action for the Gears Cup Series tonight and for TA Broadcasting. Just what a great time we've been having this evening. As we see, 43 makes a nice pass there.
Good move as Josh Cole went from second to fourth real quick. Mike DeWalt has now moved up to second, and Rory Conklin is in third. 20 laps to go here right now. Will they have to pit is going to be the question. At the wet and wild track of WWT. 3 wide for second so far, and Rory Conklin's going to make the pass. Josh Cole gets a little wiggly. Back and forth he goes. Keaton Sawyer's definitely checking his rear mirror, I would imagine. Because, it's not NASCAR Ignition. You have one of those in this game. Conklin trying to catch up. Richard Petty Motorsports taking it to the limit. Just trying to sniff the rear of Keaton Sawyer. He has yet to lead a lap, I believe, tonight. Got about 17 to go here at the line. It'll be for the end of stage 2. We will see. It will be dramatic to see. They're going to make it. Rory Conklin looking to the inside. Can he keep it there? He cannot. Falls back in a second, but he digs deep in a second. Gets into the grass. Mike DeWalt having to maneuver. Keeps it together. How? I don't freaking know. Josh Cole has pitted from what I am told.
Tom, it'll be interesting. You were just saying the stage break is coming pretty soon here. If you can see in the quad cam in heat, it does show the estimated fuel laps left. I'm not sure Keaton can make it.
No,
an island boy.
The thing of it is, the thing of it is, that is approximate. It's not definite. So sometimes you can stretch it. If the word, I don't know if you can here. I'm not as good. And as you see, he's going to pit right now. Rory Conklin is your new leader. In the grass goes Keaton. He is an island boy. So 43 now with an extreme lead now. See if he goes in soon in the Worldwide Technology car at Worldwide Technology Raceway. And now he's going to pit. Going into turn 3, having to enter pit lane, that is a tough spot. I don't care who you are. I do believe our new leader now is going to be Matt Albert in the 48 Ally Chevrolet, as we'll get eyes on him, Trenoir, if you will. Maybe for a split second here. Cody Johnson back there as well. Keaton Sawyer's exiting pit lane right now, as is Mike DeWalt. It'll be interesting to see here who comes out on top here at the end of this stage. Going through the pit cycles, it looks like Roars is pitting, coming out of pit road. As is another car that I can't see because I'm blind. Alex Daigle, 93, a.k.a. Matt Albert. Finally getting to lead some laps. He was fast last week at Sonoma. Almost put it in the bag. We got about 10 laps to go. It'll be interesting if he can pull this off. The 18 car now has worked his way back up to 4th. Checking on the 18 car of Zach McCann. Matt Albert, also known as Alex Daigle, your leader currently. Keaton is running him down for his lap back. As they are coming. We will see if Albert has to pit. I would imagine he would. Not much time left. He could make it. We'll see.
Like an island boy.
Less than 10 laps to go, like an island boy. Just trying to make it. And he is, looks like he was going to pit, but backed out of it. I think he's been ultra conservative this whole run. A lot of those guys at stage 2 ran hard. Went all the way. Josh Cole there in second, I do believe. And there are just a few laps left in this one, folks. 7 laps to go. It's been a good one so far here, Trenoir WWT Raceway. Again, as always, TA Broadcasting bringing you the Gears Cup Series for the inaugural season. I, from here on out, will be on Baby Watch.
Yeah, no, you're on the watch, kind of like
like a draft, like on the clock. Jathan. Oh, Zach McCann.
Yeah, Zach McCann just became a father, and you're going to become a father too. I might end up being in the booth by myself. Might have to bring in our friend and sponsor runner,
chef Tommy DePakis.
Tommy DePakis. Working
Tommy
down at the
he was
Harry
always
Lasagna Lounge.
Needs a gig for his gig. What can you say? Try to piece this together for you. There are less than 5 laps to go. Looks like Sawyers is in third. Looks like the leader right now looks like the 36 of Cody Johnson. Cody Johnson is your current leader. Looks like he got in the wall coming out at 2. He is leading the race so far. 4 laps to go. Cody Johnson coming on a 4, being very tentative. Trying to make a move here at the last moment are a couple of guys. It looks like Cody Johnson is your leader and will continue to be for the culmination of stage 2. One to go at the line for Cody Johnson and the 36 Select Lines Ford Mustang. His strategy tonight has worked well. It has been a big reason why he is doing what he is doing. Qualified 3rd for this race. Again, debut in the 36 car for Cody Johnson. And it looks like your winner for stage 2 is going to be Cody Johnson. Cody Johnson dominating stage 1, now dominates stage 2. And our sponsor here tonight going into the final segment, Queef Cola, a Gears exclusive brought to you by Eskimo Brothers Worldwide. Queef Cola makes other soft drinks just what they are, soft. Queef Cola provides vitamins and minerals that the body craves. With 25 flavors, there's a flavor for everyone. Original is awesome, but I personally am on Team Super Sour Squirt. Well, I know my buddy Trenoir prefers the Pink Star Lemonade. And that's just to name a few. Try Queef Cola next time you head to your local grocer. That's Queef Cola, bringing the bang, but with a... Again, thank you, Queef Cola, for the wonderful, wonderful sponsorship. Going to be debuting flavors all summer long here on TA Broadcasting. Again, ready to go into the final stage of the WWT 160. Looks like we're going to get about 115, 116 laps. And your leader coming out of the break. If I can get there, because this game sucks. Cody Johnson on the front row with Keaton Surius in 2nd. Rory Conklin in 3rd. And Mike DeWalt is your front 4.
If you're here, we're turning gears.
Yeah, that is right. The final stage of the WWT 160.
Cody Johnson looks like he's going to give it.
Yeah, he's going to give it all.
Keaton getting a little squirrely, getting outside, losing a little position there, Tom. As we were hanging out here, riding around with Cody Johnson, I'm going to give you some different camera angles. Watch how these guys take their line. Give my buddy Tom here a quick rest, wet his whistle. Do some adjustment, if you will, as we see him bunch up on the turn there. The 43 is going to try to go inside, but he doesn't have quite enough power to make it through the turn with Cody Johnson, our leader. Remember, if you are interested in checking out and joining the Gears Racing Series, Cup Series, give one of the admins a shout out, send us a digital message, and we'll get you in for a tryout. And as we stated earlier, all our full-time spots are taken, but there are 3 part-time spots and a waiting list, and we have spots opening every week. What's up, Stale Pringles? Thanks for joining in the broadcast. One of our drivers in the Cup Series, hanging out in the chat with us this evening. Always happy when our drivers can come and hang out with us in the broadcast, and it's just a really great way to grow the chat channel, grow the broadcast.
Absolutely.
Thanks
Man, I
for
don't know if
coming
you
back,
saw that, but
Tom,
there's
so I
some
don't stumble over myself and sound like an idiot.
big block in 4th and 5th between Matt Albert and Josh Cole on the front stretch there as they went around. Cody Johnson and Rory Conklin batting for first and second. Mike DeWalt sitting there in third. Keaton Sawyers in fourth. And again, Matt Albert and Josh Cole battling for fifth. And Cody Johnson hit the wall coming out of four. And that's a tough corner, man. That thing can sneak up and hit you in the goddamn face. And Mike DeWalt sticking his nose where it does belong because he takes over second place. Moving Conklin back to third. Again, we have 100 laps left to go here at WWT. Conklin back to the inside of the 20. Going now to the quad cam at TA Broadcasting on Twitch.tv.
I love the quad cam, Tom. It just gives us a great view of different action around the entire track. It just really is a great feature that I've been able to bring, and we've been able to bring at TA Broadcasting as something a little unique to our broadcast, and I'm really happy we're able to do that. Which brings me to the next point. All of our drivers, if you have the ability to stream on Twitch, you come back and watch this broadcast and you hear this, we do encourage our drivers to stream, become a featured driver on the broadcast, be on the quad cam, and be on the multi-stream cam also.
Yeah, we love it. Can't say enough how much we appreciate the different perspectives we see all over the track, and that also feeds us some information as far as where everybody is. So the more cameras we have on the track, the better we are doing our job. Again, first is Cody Johnson, second is Rory Conklin, third is Mike DeWalt, and fourth is Keaton Sawyer. Looks like Josh is all alone on an island, boy. Josh Cole in the four in the Busch Light car, hanging out in fifth. Again, if you need your bush shaven, Busy Beaver Shrub Service, 1-800-GET-BEAV. Team Toyota in third and fourth. Joe Gibbs. Rory Conklin hits the rear corner panel of Cody Johnson as he's going for the lead going into one. And what a battle. That Chevrolet taking over first, and he will pass him and make the move to take over the lead. So now Rory Conklin, Cody Johnson, Mike DeWalt, Keaton Sawyer's there. Your top four, the only four that mattered at this point. Good battles all over the track, but this is the spot to be in. Guys who have put in the time deserve the camera time, in my opinion. Now, Worldwide Technology, Richard Petty Motorsports, Chevrolet Camaro. Cody Johnson, been up there all night getting that fresh, clean air. Now getting some of the derriere of Roar's 51. Toyota sticking together there in third and fourth. Again, teammates there. I feel like those guys are lurking. But I don't know if they'll have enough. Maybe Keaton Sawyer's. My pick to win tonight was Mike DeWalt. I'm still in his corner. But Rory Conklin has been a story that we've been covering all season long. This guy, we don't really talk to him a whole lot. He keeps to himself. He's usually busy with another race. This guy is literally balls deep in racing. He lives and breathes sim racing. Got a wheel, obviously, as you can tell. Just a damn good driver that's dedicated to the craft. Cody Johnson, one of those guys as well. Mike DeWalt, one of those guys. Keaton Sawyer's one of those guys. Keaton Sawyer, surprisingly, I do believe is on a controller. And he just kicks ass. If you could do it, you can do it. I'm getting old. My thumbs don't work like that anymore. Only on my wife. Rory Conklin still your leader. Cody Johnson in second. Mike DeWalt in third. Keaton Sawyer's in fourth. Conklin gives the outside away to Johnson. Johnson not going to have enough room, but opens the door for DeWalt. He's going to try to make the move on the inside, coming out of 4. Almost slapping the wall. Looks like DeWalt does just a little bit. Got 108 laps into 200. They're going to have to pit a couple times here. I would imagine maybe 3 times if we're lucky. Maybe we'll get a caution. Bunch us back up for a shootout at the end. Lord knows we would love that. Again, last couple of weeks, as Trenoir mentioned, relatively clean. But again, that's why we have qualifying the heat races. Only the best of the best make it in. You put your time in at the track. Maybe it's a favorite track that you're really good at. You'll make the show. Points on the line. Zach McCann's point lead is on the line. Mike DeWalt victory night would be huge for him and his team. Keaton Sawyer's as well. Sawyer's in third place in the point standings with 346, 63 points back. Conklin, the biggest mover from last week, moving up 4 positions. It's up to 12th. Sean Anderson in 38th as well, moving 4 spots, now up to 15th. Conklin in first, Johnson in second, DeWalt in third, Sawyer's in fourth. About 90 laps to go here at WWT Raceway. Again, thank you for joining us, checking us out online, watching this back later, checking your form as a driver. Cody Johnson goes the inside, going to take the lead here. DeWalt sticking his nose in there as well in the Sport Clitz Toyota. To the inside is Johnson in the select lines Ford Mustang. Mike DeWalt in the Sport Clitz. In third. Keaton Sawyer's just hanging out back there, waiting for somebody to make a mistake.
He's just lurking and holding on, driving his line real nice, conserving his tires, I would assume. And at some point, these guys are banging doors up front. Someone's going to make a mistake.
Yeah.
They're going to use up the rest of their tires, and he's going to make his move.
This is some good racing between first, second, third, and fourth. Cody Johnson has been on the inside of Rory Conklin for the last 2 laps. It looks like he's going to possibly make a move. Conklin keeping him low from getting a big run. 36 might clear him. Wow, neither man is conceding going into one. This is a race. Side by side coming out of 2, and they hit Conklin into the wall. That'll give enough room for Johnson to resume the throne of which he atones. Mike DeWalt in the Sports Clip haircuts. Has been Toyota Camry in second. Keaton Sawyer's in third. Rory Conklin has moved back into fourth. Cody Johnson now. Make a mistake. putting the pedal to the metal.
He's just lurking and holding on, driving his line real nice.
Looks like we have
Conserving his
about
tires,
85 laps left here in this
At some point,
contest.
these guys are banging doors up front. Someone's going to make a mistake.
Yeah.
They're going to use up the rest of their tires.
Do appreciate anybody who's stopping by or giving this a view. Give us a follow, give us a like. Go on Instagram. Follow Gears Cup Series.
Cody Johnson has been on the inside of Rory Conkler for
We have 200 followers and growing.
It looks like he's going to possibly make a move. Conkler keeping him low.
Does Mike DeWalt, Keaton Sawyers, and Rory Collins have anything for Cody Johnson? And if you're those three drivers, do you pit with Cody Johnson, given that he won the first two stages? Do you stick with your strategy, or do you follow the guy who's been leading the whole damn race?
Holding on, driving his line.
Keaton Sawyers and Cody Johnson has heavily dominated this race tonight, but it's been Cody Johnson who has been coming away with the stage wins.
This is some good racing between first, second,
He has
third,
been
and
coming
coming
up from the other leagues
on the inside of Rory Conkler
to the
for
Gears
lap 2
Racing
laps.
Series,
It looks like he's going
which we
to
consider,
possibly make
and
a
Randy
move.
Savage is considered the cream
Conkler
of the
keeping
crop.
him low from getting a big run.
The
36 might clear
The
him.
cream of the crop.
Wow.
Ooh,
Neither
yeah.
man is conceding going into one. This is a race.
16 lucky
Side by
drivers who
side
make the
coming
show.
out to it.
Again, our server in our Discord is about full. Whoever is unemployed that owns this league needs to get employed, and whoever's employed needs to start putting in some ducats so we can expand it. Hopefully you get multiple series going here next season. This is the inaugural season of the Cup Series. And it's been quite a success so far. Cody Johnson is your leader. If you're just tuning in, we have about 80 laps or so to go in the final stage. Contest has been heavily dominated by the 36 and the 19. And we have some contact in second and third. As we're getting going into the final stage here, the Gears Cup Series sounds of the racetrack. We like to bring that to you. I'm sure you get sick of us. You get sick of me talking every now and again. But for the Gears Cup Series, here is the sounds of the race. Give little guys who aren't leading the race a little bit of camera time. All right, we're back here live WWT race. Wait for the conclusion of the WWT 160 as they're going through the pit cycles. And as soon as we have more information on who the leader is, we'll let you know. But pit stops are a happening. And I do believe after the cycles and everything that's done, I do believe Cody Johnson will be your leader again. See how it works out for everyone. I'm going to give the quad cam a shout. Check it out. See multiple streams. Again, if you're watching this race, go check out their streams as well. All right, Kibbles is in the lead. Let's get some camera time on Kibbles. Looks like he is riding around the 38. Looks like he is in the pits, though. That's going to change some things real quick. Looks like Cody Johnson has passed him, as well as Keaton Sawyers. Find out who our leader is in a minute. Got 70 laps to go. Cody Johnson is now your leader. And what a good showing here tonight for Cody Johnson. Cody Johnson, Keaton Sawyers, and Josh Cole is your top three. Matt Albert in fourth, and then in fifth is Mark the Fat Freaking Shark. Again, less than 70 laps to go here for the conclusion of the WWT 160. So happy you guys could be along with the ride. Watching it back later, thank you so much for hanging out with us and giving us your precious time. Again, big shout out to Meat Fighter 3X. New game coming out this holiday season. And a big shout out to Queef Cola.
Queef Cola.
Huge lead now for the Select Blinds 36 Ford Mustang of Cody Johnson. Again, next week we will be at Atlanta. Cody Johnson making his debut. He's 409 points back in the race. But a win here may lock him into the chase. Again, once you get in the chase, points don't matter from that point on. You are in the chase.
If he keeps driving like he's driving tonight, Tom, he may very well take it home.
Yeah, I mean, he is definitely a good addition. A guy who has been around a while, has put in the time, obviously. And it's just walking away from the rest of the field tonight. I was hoping it wouldn't be one of those nights, but it definitely is. 65 laps to go here. See if those Toyotas can make any noise. Mustangs and Toyotas, oh my. And, you know, Keaton Sawyers and Cody Johnson are running just identical lines. Have done a great job keeping their car together, keeping it straight. Chaotic times, hitting the wall off of 2 or off of 4.
These guys are great, man. Like, not just driving the lines, but driving that line consistently over the length of this race, and with the changes in tire wear and the way the race has gone, kudos to these drivers and their ability to keep these things under control.
Yeah, and like I mentioned before, the quality of drivers here. If you're somehow watching this race live or on playback and are interested, again, no full-time spots are available. Waitlist has now started to form as we do remove inactives for non-participation. Part-time availability is still there. Again, June 4th, I believe, will be the reveal for the Gears Cup Series playoffs and the schedule. Heard a couple of people talk about that. They're kind of excited. Again, if you're just tuning in, got about 60 laps left of this contest. Cody Johnson has dominated most of this contest. Speaking of contest, stay tuned. We'll have a contest for Talladega. Dare I say, cash prizes.
Cha-ching.
Maybe a year's worth of Queef Cola. Who knows? Cody Johnson, a select blind sport Mustang. The 36. Keaton Sawyer's in second, that 19 car well behind. Working it, girlfriend. Again, still a long way to go. Caution could happen, but lap traffic will be a key point. Keaton Sawyer's catching up a little bit. Keaton having a good run as he has all evening long, I should say, not afternoon. Again, you win, you are locked into the chase. Given that you make the required number of starts. If you're a part-timer, there's a way you can do that too. Getting close to the 55 lap mark. 55 to go. And Cody Johnson is your leader. Keaton Sawyers is in second. That's all you need to know. Position between first and ninth is about a half a lap. And no cautions. It has been a caution-free race so far, as was the last two races. It looks like Jim Hinton is about to be lapped if he's not careful here, as he was a heat race or last chance qualifier. It looks like we have a caution on the track. We did not catch the caution, but it looks like there is a caution.
Wow, Tom,
And
this
that's
feels
gonna
like
change
our
some
first
things.
caution in like races.
Eons.
Wow, 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 wow. That is awesome, I have to say, in a way, because now we are going to get to see a mad dash to the finish here with
Looks like
54 laps to go.
Well, by the time they go green, it'll be a 50-lap shootout to the finish, and I think that's from our perspective, something you want to see. We'll find out more about the caution and what happened.
I wonder if Larry Mack is still hanging out and can give us any insight into what actually transpired there. But these guys are going to get full tanks, fresh tires. This is going to be some great racing towards to the finish.
They will pit. So the first time around here, as they get lined back up and calm things down, the pits are closed. Second time around, lead lap cars will be able to pit if they choose to. Third time around will be cars that are a lap down. And then the last lap, pits are closed, and they double file up and get going. They all manually do that. Yes, manual cautions. We don't have what you would say a pace car. The soft cautions and the hard cautions on this game, they really don't work as what we would want it to work here in the Gears Cup Series. So we don't use it at all. And that is a lot of trust is placed with the drivers, and we only let people in that we can absolutely that we can trust and that they understand. That's what the precedent that we're trying to set here. Looks like the 78 and the 6 will go around. 30. Looks like we have a lot of pitting going on. And again, you see them all banging around, glitching around. That is just a glitch in the game. Has no effect on the cars and their pit status at this time. They are going through the animation, as it were, to get through it. Cody Johnson looks like he might be out first. I did reach out to see if I could get some information. That was not possible. Understandable, as it would be. But Cody Johnson looks like he will be your leader. As lap down cars now are beginning to pit, lead lap cars are allowed to as well. Quick shout out to Flaccid Franks. They have that quality taste you've been looking for. For over 69 years, Flaccid Franks are 100% all beef Franks that look huge and that taste so good you'll gag over it. Try Flaccid Franks. Your esophagus will thank you. Cody Johnson at a 36, your leader. On the outside of him is going to be Keaton Sawyers in the 19. Matt Albert in the 48 in the third. Josh Cole in fourth. Looks like we have the 38 car, I believe, is Tired Kibbles. In the 155, the 38 car, let me see if I can get his name. Which is Sean Anderson. And outside him is going to be Mike DeWalt. And if you're here, that means we're shifting gears. It's the Gears Cup Series on TA Broadcasting. And Cody Johnson gets out early. We got connection banging in the wall. Jeff Spires in the wall as well as Aiden Lunn back there for 15th and 16th. Matt Albert in second. Now Cody Johnson at first and third is Keaton Sawyers. Fourth is Josh Cole. And the battle for fifth is Sean Anderson and Mike DeWalt. Andrew Kiesler in the 16 looking to try to get in there as well. Cody Johnson clears forward. He's going to lead this lap off the restart as we have 50 laps to go here at WWT Raceway. Shit is on the line here. Matt Albert going to the inside, trying to make something happen, racing hard in that 48 Ally Chevrolet. Cody Johnson slams the door shut. But Keaton Sawyers now in the 19. What a race, and a bang of walls, and we got door slamming, and Josh Cole on the inside wall.
able to keep her clean, allowing Mike DeWalt in the Sport Clips Toyota Camry to edge in there. Matt Albert in second place now. Looking like he may concede that to Keaton Sawyers in the A-Team Toyota Camry. And we have bumping and banging in the back with D.D. King. Again, haven't seen him since on the front row at the start of the race. We're heading back to the quad cam as I'm starting to lose my voice. Battle for second and third now between Keaton Sawyers and Matt Albert. Mike DeWalt there at fourth. Josh Cole in fifth. Good to see Josh recover there.
Well, definitely the caution made for some great racing for anybody who might be watching, or for you and I, Tom.
Yeah, this is enjoyable for me, man. This is why we do it.
This has been one of our most exciting races, honestly.
Yeah, you know, we thought Sonoma might have been boring last week, but we really got a great race, and this one is shaping up to be good, too. Yeah,
you're definitely
maybe in
right,
the last
man.
3 weeks.
Yeah, that's again, we always give a testament to our drivers and their, ability. But truly, the caution here tonight has made for some great action. Although I do totally agree with you, Tom. Last week's race at Sonoma, which you and I actually had discussed pre-race that we thought might not be the most entertaining, was actually one of the better races of the season so far. And definitely for folks out at home, if you want to go back and check out the videos, they are available on the TA Broadcasting channel on twitch.tv/TA Broadcasting, or also on the Gears YouTube channel as well.
Absolutely. Cody Johnson still your leader. Keaton Sawyer's trying to track him down, taking over second from Matt Albert, and we have another caution on the track. See who's involved in that one. Looks like Mark the Fat Shark might be involved in that one. Looks like he's trailing, as well as Aiden Lunn. Jim Hinton back there catching up. I do believe so. Our second caution of the night with 55 laps to go.
We start talking good about them too much, and we're jinxing them out there, I guess.
That's what it sounds like so far. Getting laps back. Lucky Dog. Looks like that might have been DD. Yeah. Looks like these guys are going to pit here shortly. I want to give a shout out to a new nut is in town with so much salt and flavor that it will leave your mouth begging for nourishment. Best thing it is, it's one nut, fat-free and 0 calories. Great for that fit bitch on the go. Try Big Old Salty Nut by Keaton's, available in adult stores and convenience store locations near you. That is Big Old Salty Nut by Keaton's. Big shout out to them sponsoring this caution. Again, quite a delicious treat getting another caution for us. Next week, we will be at Atlanta Motor Speedway. The following week will be Iowa Speedway, which should be interesting in and of itself. And the last weekend of April will be Chicagoland. May is action-packed with Talladega Superspeedway, Charlotte Motor Speedway, Canadian Tire Motorsport Park, and the All-Star Race heading into June.
And now we're playing Wreckfest Demolition Derby in the pits.
That is right. Glitch Fest in the pits. World of Outlaws announced partnerships with iRacing here today.
That
about a
is
partnership that's going to be in
boom.
console, going on console here, coming out this fall.
Make sure you keep your eyes peeled for the Gears Outlaw series
That's
presented by
definitely
TA
could be in the works.
Broadcasting. Might have
Definitely
to
in the
be all
works.
both broadcasting in the car for that.
Yeah, that is something that that I don't know if I could broadcast for. I'd have to step in the box. You could. You definitely could. Looks like your leader out front is Cody Johnson in the 36. Keaton Sawyer's in the 19. Matt Albert in the 48. Mike DeWalt in the 20. And Josh Cole in the 4. And when they go green flag racing, we're going to have 40 laps to go. 42 to be exact. So definitely in the realm of maybe they don't have to stop again, but I imagine that they will. For as hard as these guys have gone tonight, I could see it. Sean Anderson in the 38 on the outside with Andrew Kiesler in the 16. Going green this time by. It is going to be 41 laps to go at the WWT 160. A chance to lock in yourself into the chase for number 36, as he's been dominant all night. Does Keaton Sawyers have anything for him in this last run? Matt Albert has been a surprising entry.
Cody
And if
Johnson,
you're
man.
here, Cody Johnson. And if you're here, we're shifting gears. It is WWT 160 presented by TA Broadcasting on Twitch. Johnson times his restart perfectly, and off and away he goes. Looks like we got some action in the back between Spires and Aiden Lund. Aiden Lund's going to drop back to 16th. Matt Albert in second. Keaton Sawyers in third. Mike DeWald in the Sports Clits Toyota Camry in fourth. Matt Albert clearing Keaton Sawyers for second. He has done it. Ford, Chevrolet, Toyota, Ford. Albert leaving the door open for Sawyers to pass on the inside. He will do just that. But roaring back the outside is Albert. Going hard into 3 and 4. Cody Johnson loving all this action behind him, giving him a chance to create more space. Trying to hone in that victory. Victory number 1. Could he go 1 for 1 in his debut?
Like, dude just shows up and says, yo, what's up? Boom. Here it is. I'm bringing it.
PP on the table for Cody Johnson. Knocking over trophies. Matt Albert in third. Mike DeWalt challenging for position. Andrew Kiesler in fifth. A tired Kibbles. Love that gamer tag. Personally, one of my favorites in this league.
Shout out to that Queef Pinkberry Punch. That shit is awesome.
Pinkberry Punch. Available in stores near you. New Ginger Ale by Queef Cola. Dangleberry Dry. Give that a try.
Oh, dude, you mix that with a little adult beverage.
Oh,
Having
yeah,
a
it
good
could be
time.
amazing. Watch out for the hair, though. Keaton Sawyer's about a car length and a half back in second place. Matt Albert in third. Mike DeWalt in fourth. Andrew Kiesler in fifth. Josh Cole in sixth. John Militia in seventh. Rory Conklin in eighth. And dare I say, Zach McCann in ninth, lurking.
Wow, worked
With
his way back
30
up with that spin he had earlier in the race.
36 laps to go at the line. And what a race it has been for 200 laps, 160 miles of awesomeness. A good 32-second lap time gets you in the show. Cody Johnson makes a mistake. Let Sawyers go to the inside for the lead. Keaton Sawyers resumes the lead. Is that strategy? And heading out to the quad cam. I have a feeling that might be strategy related. Falling back to third. They have Keaton Sawyers, Matt Albert, Cody Johnson, Mike DeWalt, and Josh Cole in your top 5. 35 laps to go. Late race action it will be as long as it goes green. Matt Albert to the inside of the 19 car. Will he make a pass? Can he complete the pass? Says no. Ducks behind him in second. Keaton Sawyers going hard in the paint. Car gets a little sideways. Dog tracking, if you will. Mike DeWalt in third. About a second back. Cody Johnson conceding fourth place to Josh Cole, it would appear. Playing the long game. Keep an eye out for that 36. As they've gotten straightened out. Ooh, banging doors is Johnson and Cole for fourth, excuse me. Johnson will take that spot away. Matt Albert. Been sniffing the lead all night. Can he back into a win? Only time will tell. Mike DeWalt in third. He has made up a considerable amount of time. And who knows, maybe Cody Johnson just wants to challenge himself. Tenacious E falling back in the 10th. Battle up near the front is where it all matters. Josh Cole desperately trying to take fourth away from Cody Johnson. Doesn't have enough. Cojones. Matt Albert running a solid race. Veteran driver. Sawyers, Albert, and DeWalt, your top 3. Toyota, Chevy, Toyota with a couple of Fords in 4th and 5th. And Rory Conklin sitting outside the top 5 at 6th. Andrew Kiesler in 7th. It's been a solid race with 30 laps to go. Obviously, they're probably going to have to pit one more time, which is going to make things extra exciting. Keaton Sawyers just hits the wall, just a smidgen before going into one. Still holding down the lead. Matt Albert trying to take advantage of the inside lane being open, coming out of 4. Can't do anything with it right now. Again, if you're just tuning in, this race has largely been dominated by Cody Johnson and Keaton Sawyers, with a dash of Rory Conklin and a dash of Matt Albert. Albert now
Couple of
looking the
cautions
inside of
tonight,
33. 2 cautions, yeah, within like 10 laps of each other. Before that, we went 3 weeks almost without a caution. Matt Albert, your new leader at WWT. Number 48 of the Ally car, your leader. All over the rear bumper, though, is Keaton Sawyers. He wants that spot back. You can tell. Mike DeWalt in third, Cody Johnson in fourth, Josh Cole in fifth. Sawyers going back to the inside, coming into three, coming out of four. Side by side to the line. 26 laps to go, 25 next time by. This has been a shootout for the ages. Side by side is the 48 and the 19. Good side by side action here. It is amazing. Sawyers will clear him for the lead. Albert falling in second. Tenacious Z, Zach McCann trying to lurk his way back up into the field. Will he have enough time with 25 to go? Again, Sawyers, Albert, DeWalt, Johnson, and Cole, your top five. Conklin is in sixth. Militia's back there somewhere. Matt Albert trying to take advantage of a mistake. Wasn't able to use it. Sawyers continues to lead. DeWalt in the Sports Clips Toyota Camry trying to do everything he can to gain some track position. Mark the Fat Shark making the wrong move. Tenacious Z moving up the spot. Looks like X Factor Mike is going to pit now, conceding third place. Looks like Cody Johnson's going to move up to third here. Strategy going into play for Mike DeWalt. Going to keep an eye on that 20 car, see what he does here on the way out. Will that make or break his race? That definitely will. Looks like Josh Cole's going to pit now. And Sawyers is still your leader. Albert in second. Johnson in third. Conklin in fourth. Putting a lap now on DeWalt. And I don't foresee this happening, but there sometimes, especially when you're up front strategy-wise, be blocking another driver from trying to enter the pits if you're the inside of them. I've heard people doing that before. I don't think that'll be the case here. But we have 20 laps to go here at WWT Raceway. Who will win the conclusion here? Will it be Cody Johnson? Will it be Keaton Sawyers? Or will it be somebody new? Cody Johnson would be somebody new ultimately. Matt Albert hanging around there. Or will it be Rory Conklin, last week's winner? Or Zach McCann, who's won 2 races this season. Matt Albert in the Ally 48 trying to gain a little bit of track position, knowing that they're probably going to pit, probably not pushing it so hard. Keaton Sawyers again largely dominating this race. This will move him up big time if he can get a win here tonight. He puts a lap on TD King. Coming up on 15 laps to go for the WWT 160. And my fat ass can go eat.
Heading down to Harry Balzania Lasagna Lounge.
Stopping by Harry Balzani Lasagna Lounge in Milwaukee.
Dude, I heard they had a new chicken
Open late.
parm special.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Kind of crazy to think Sawyers and Albert have not pitted yet. $15 to go next time by. Oh, Albert getting a little loose coming out of 2. Albert sticking with Sawyers all the way. I think this is one driver who I diverted from his strategy and said, you know what, I'm going wherever Keaton goes. Albert, a smart guy, veteran racer, understands the situation, caters to it, and adapts. Pushing the envelope here is the 48 and the 19. Can they hold off? What will it take for them to pit right now? This has been pleasantly action-packed all night long. Furthest they've been spread out all night here at the track. Cody Johnson has been a dominant performer all night long. Destined for a top 5 finish tonight at least. And now the question will be, how long can Sawyers and Albert stay out? Knowing that they're probably going to have to pit here pretty quickly. Or do they try to play it safe? Take it slow. Pace themselves in hopes that the third place car won't get to them. As they've been battling for the lead for the last 15 laps and have done a great job holding their cars together. See other cars on pit road going through the pit cycles now. Keaton now getting that tire warning light. 13 laps to go, 12 at the line here. Again, so happy that you're along with us. If you're along with us on the ride live or watching it back, we appreciate everything. Sawyer's in first, Albert in second, Cody Johnson in third. It will not be long now. Albert hit the wall coming out of fourth. And to go next time by. Zach McCanchak, he is in fourth.
Tom, he spun and was at the back of the pack. He's worked his way all the way back up to fourth.
That is amazing. McCann is definitely a quality driver. Happy to have him here in the Gears Cup Series. Hopefully for years to come. Fatherhood could take precedent of that, though. Sawyers still hasn't pit. Albert still hasn't pit. Head scratcher or not, these guys are committed, and I'm here for it. Can Albert do anything? Trying to go for win number 1. Ten laps to go, inside 10 laps to go. Keaton Sawyers and Matt Albert both looking for a win, and Sawyers is going to pit. Sawyers is going to pit, leaving Albert as your leader. That is definitely going to change some things now.
And he made a miscalculation somewhere, Tom.
I don't know if it's a miscalculation or just saying, fuck it, I'm going for it. Keaton's a smart guy. He can do the math.
Yeah, I suppose. Maybe he knows something everybody else doesn't. As we see Tenacious D starting to get his warning light now.
Matt Albert's still going for it. Your first place leader right now. Zach McCann in 5th. Mike DeWalt in 6th if you're keeping score at home for him. A win for Albert today would be huge. As you see, Chris Sawyers looks like he got gas and took off, or maybe rights. Whatever the case, he is now a lap down. Matt Albert putting in the work. 5 laps to go. Does he have it? Does he have enough? More importantly, how the hell did you do it? And he's going to pit. He's going to pit. With less than 5 laps to go, he is going to pit.
Well, what are you going to do? You know, you run out of gas?
He is going to pit, and that is going to change the game.
Man, I really can't wait to hear from some of these drivers as to what happened at the end of the race here. Those pit stops and the gas calculations.
Yeah.
Looks like a lot of these guys just might not have made the right calculations.
No. Tenacious E in 4th. Cody Johnson. Could this be a win for the 36? What a race tonight, folks. Zach McCann has moved up into 3rd. Looks like your leader is Cody Johnson. Cody Johnson. In the 36 Select Blinds Ford. I think he's running out of gas. One to go here. Cody Johnson looks like he is going to walk away with the victory here tonight. Turn 3, nice and clean. Coming out of 4. It looks like to the finish line. Looks like that is going to be your winner of the WWT 160, Cody Johnson. 1 for 1 on a debut. What a race. And what a finish. 2 cautions. Then 10 laps, went green, 50 to go, and went green the rest of the way. And a beautiful victory for Cody Johnson and the 36 team. Good finish by Tired Kibbles and Kiesler. Zach McCann third, Matt Albert fourth, Keaton Sawyer's fifth, Rory Conklin in sixth, Mike DeWalton seventh, Josh Cole in eighth. What a solid victory for Cody Johnson. Militia in ninth, and rounding up the top 10, Andrew Kiesling in the 16 car. Sean Anderson, a 38, finished second. Don't know why I get those numbers confused, but that is where we stand. Again, glad to have you with us here for the WWT 160, the Gears Cup Series presented by TA Broadcasting on Twitch.tv. See if we can get a quick interview here before we head off. Again, next week we will be at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Going to try to get the winner of tonight's race and Keaton Sawyer before we depart here tonight. Again, thank you all for joining us. Appreciate you having along for the ride. And next week we will be at Atlanta Motor Speedway. For the ATL 250. Good shout out to all of our sponsors tonight. Appreciate the support. And again, give us just one moment here to see if we can get you an interview.
All right, everyone. Unfortunately, tonight we will not be doing driver interviews here at the evening for a consecutive week. Hopefully, we can get that cleaned up so we can get you guys some firsthand action of what happened and get you some insight here in the future. But tonight's winner is Cody Johnson, the 36 Select Blinds Ford Mustang. What a great ride here by him tonight. 1 for his debut. Again, next week we will be at Atlanta Motor Speedway next Saturday night with a special guest to be announced later this week. For Andrew Bisag, I am Tom Torrey saying good night from WWT Raceway for the Gears Cup Series presented by TA Broadcasting on Twitch.